Okay, hey guys, it's DuG218 and Four Towers Films. We are in now day two.
Day two. It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Because of what's been going on here in Ontario where we live. I've been asked to stay home as everyone else who works in the publicly funded school sector. So
they're closed.
Tentatively till April 5th. This is what we're hearing. Whether we go back in on that date or after that date is still up in the air. But what have we learned so far? Doug Ford's now
Doug Ford's our premier here in Ontario, in case you don't know.
And he's called a state of emergency here in Ontario.
All seating at all restaurants and stuff. Well, restaurants, bars, all that are closed. Like coffee shops like Tim Hortons and that are open, but it's takeout only or drive-through. Same with grocery stores, pharmacies are still open. Convenience stores are still open.
Yeah. So anything else that requires people to be
Malls are open, but at reduced hours. But a lot of stores have closed.
So this is day two of this.
Well, it actually kind of started on the weekend, really,
yeah.
But because schools, it's also March break here, so
yeah, so
schools would have been out anyway. But other than that,
transit has been reduced. Transit travel will be reduced tomorrow. The trains,
and go buses.
There will be no express train travel via Go Transit.
That's more really about the drop in ridership, because there's we're at the Go station now, and there's nobody here.
It's
Not
just
really.
us.
It's a ghost town here.
It is just us, and
we're not in like other cities. It's not lockdown. You can go out, kind of thing. But
yeah,
it's good. There's not a lot of people actually out. So
no. But when you have to actually go out and go and do certain things, you actually see to what degree we're actually sitting at. We saw in the news last night that our Prime Minister has partially closed the borders.
The borders are closed. Like no non-Canadian residents are allowed in.
Yeah.
Except Americans. So Americans are still allowed to come.
Well, his
for now anyway.
His argument was that they're our major trading partner, and
I mean, the States doesn't close their border to us either. They have to Europe. So and of course we haven't been allowing travelers from Asia since like January. So,
yeah.
But except Canadian citizens. But and that's basically what they're saying, is because Americans or the U.S. is our closest trading partner, and
exactly.
Us for them, that's why the borders are remaining open so far. Not to say that won't change, but at the moment, it's to help keep both countries functioning pretty well during all this.
And some of the shocking things we've kind of the panic buying has been ridiculous.
I'm sure you guys have seen it too, wherever you are.
Wherever you guys are in the world.
Like no toilet paper.
No toilet
anywhere.
Paper. Anything with an any alcohol-based cleaner, that stuff has disappeared. And what makes me sick, and we actually talked about it, even though they're cracking down on it, there are people that are just trying to profit off of the panic.
Oh, I'm sure you've seen it.
And it's like you should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, I did hear. I heard last night. You guys might have heard of it. There was these two brothers. I think they're in New Jersey.
Was this what you were telling me about?
They literally cleared store shelves of hand sanitizer. They had over 17,000 bottles of it, and so now they couldn't sell it because Amazon and eBay and a lot of places like that were cracking down. You couldn't buy it, or you couldn't sell it. And they were selling it at a profit. They were selling it for like $8 to like $60 a bottle. And some are worse than that, but now because they can't sell it, they've been stuck with 17,000, almost 18,000 bottles. So now they've donated it. They've donated all the stuff that they've cleared up.
Well, it's like, you know.
What the freak did you think you're going to sell that many bottles? Like, people are not going to, some who are desperate might buy it, but people aren't going to spend $100 for hand sanitizer.
Well, the thing that scares me the most...
Just wash your hands.
And we talked about this, when people are taking, like, hydrogen peroxide and
yeah,
you don't know what they're using it for.
Like, the problem is when you're making your own, I mean, we're soap makers, so we have some things with chemistry, so I mean, it's percentage rates, even if with alcohol. Some people are actually just pouring the alcohol or hydrogen peroxide onto their hands. You can get burns that way. Don't do that if you're able to get any of it. I mean, you can make it, but it's a delicate kind of balance of how much of other ingredients you need to use.
Yeah,
and some people are using too much.
And that, like she said, if you don't have an idea of what you're doing, don't do it. Don't do it.
Just wash your hands.
Just wash your hands. Follow what the CDC and Health Canada and all that are telling you. Like, practice proper hygiene. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
Right.
Avoid groups of...
Well, now
they're saying
50 and less here.
You know, but...
I mean, that's why everything's canceled. I mean, I don't know about where you are, but here, like concerts, sporting events, everything's canceled.
Yeah.
So
yeah, everything's
like marathons are canceled or postponed. Everything is pretty much on hold or canceled here.
So it's everything's slowly grinding to a halt.
And what's interesting here, people actually were doing that anyway. You did see, even before all this started, you'd start to notice a drop off. You'd even go our train here, in Ontario.
And what you've been hearing in the background.
Yeah, it's announcements, but has said they've been noticing a drop off in ridership since January. So people have already, even back then, were trying to adhere to, even though back then we didn't have any restrictions on that kind of thing yet, people were already starting to pay attention to it, even though it hadn't really come overseas yet. So, because we really didn't start seeing it here until about late last month.
Yeah,
it hasn't been that long since we've seen instances here in Canada.
That's when we got, we started to get the notification.
And we started to actually get things showing up from travel, and it was from travel. Majority of our cases still are from travel, but now they're starting to show community spread. They can't link anything to them, so which they expected. We expected it would happen, but because they didn't know or whatever at the time. So, but
be prepared. Make smart purchases. Be kind to each other. That's the one thing I think I'd want to stress to everybody. Be kind to one another. Don't,
like everybody's saying, we're all in this together.
Yeah.
It's worldwide. I mean, there isn't too many countries that don't have this.
Exactly.
I mean, like, I was looking at a site and they had statistics of what it is worldwide, and they were saying that 136 countries have at least one instance of this out of 195. So, I mean, most countries have this at this point,
And what's, like, it's just...
Some are obviously going to get hit worse than others.
Yeah, and then just to see people beating each other up or fighting...
Toilet paper, we saw that video. You might have seen it, the two ladies fighting over the last roll, but the one lady who was fighting, she had like 5 rolls, like big packet rolls in her cart already.
And when people are bringing a damn gun to a Walmart because there's so much...
And Loblaws. Here, Loblaws is a shopping grocery store here. A kid brought a freaking gun to a Loblaws.
When, it's like...
It's not necessary.
No, like, guys, come on. Yeah, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad before it gets better. But let's show a little decency, a little common sense.
Well, see, the thing is, I think a lot of people need to remember, and maybe the media's not doing a good enough job clarifying this. No, it's not the flu. We know that. It does have at the moment. They're not really going to be able to tell until it's over, but it does have slightly higher fatality rate. But statistics are showing that more than half have already recovered from this, that have it. Like, they're not removing those numbers from the overall statistics. I think it's at about 189,000 people now. Last I heard, this was last night, have it, or confirmed having it. Not those that are suspected of having it, or they don't include those in those numbers.
Okay.
But of those, they're saying still to this day, our health experts here are saying majority of them, you're either not going to know you have it at all,
Yeah.
or they've been showing as either asymptomatic or very mild, like almost like a cold or a flu. They're saying, not to say that younger people aren't getting serious cases, because they are. There have been instances of people in their 20s have died from it. Yes, so it's granted, don't take this blasé, because younger people are dying from it too. Because people are saying, oh, it's just the older people or people with chronic conditions. Statistically, yes, that is what's happening. But
we're all getting touched by it.
But it's a fact of more people are recovering from it than are dying from it.
But
so that's something we also have to remember.
But the problem is, like you said, the media's not
saying
that, and people are just seeing these ratcheted numbers keep growing and growing, and
I don't want. Oh, train's coming. That's the noise you'll hear in a minute. Here it is. That was the engine going by.
Yes.
He didn't show you. Trains are basically literally empty.
Empty here. Yeah.
but like, you don't want to make light of the fact that the elderly and sick they're not a throwaway population.
No.
By any stretch of the imagination, and we want to protect them. So that's why.
2 minutes to departure.
As you just heard.
well, it's right in front of us. We're not that far away from it, but so that's why they talk about social distancing and quarantining and all that kind of stuff. You know, a lot of it is really to protect them.
Exactly.
Yes, to protect ourselves too, but I think the vast majority of people are either not going to get any kind of symptom from it, or it's going to be fairly mild if you do get it. Not to say you can't get a severe case, but the vast majority of people will not. So it's really, just think about if you have elderly or people with chronic conditions, that kind of thing. It's mostly to protect them too.
Mm-hmm.
So express trains just going by on the other side, I think.
1 minute to departure.
It's the slowest express train ever.
Yeah, it's really slow. They should go through here really quickly and not stop it.
That might be the Oakville one.
It's on the wrong track.
So listen, guys. What we wanted to come on here and tell you guys, you know, we're all in this
We're here
together.
with you.
We're here with you.
Like, if you guys have something you want to watch stuff, we're uploading videos and stuff on our channels. We're doing lives. If you want to come and chat with us, you know.
Search us out. Let us know. You know, drop us a comment down below.
Come and chat and hang out with us.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you're stuck at home or wanting something to do or whatever, come chat with us.
We'll hang out with you.
We'll hang out with you.
So we're gonna let you go for now, because we're gonna do some shooting of some content.
Well, we just missed one.
We just missed one.
See,
But until the next time, guys, remember, we're all in this together.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Be smart and be kind to one another. All right, guys.